7 plays to 39 plays. Talk about the shift in philosophy from the tempo to kind of ball hog offense.
Yeah, the pride in me, the offensive guy in me, we want to be a fast tempo, hurry up, snap it and go and have explosive plays, but that's not what we've been good at. And so we went back to the drawing board and we said we're going to do whatever it takes to win. We've been putting our defense in bad spots. They've been getting short fields because of the turnovers. So the last 2 weeks we've been more of a ball control offense. We're still taking our shots downfield, but we understand that we've got a really good defense. We're good on offense as well, but we're good when we don't turn the ball over. So holding on to the ball, being smart, rushing the football, wearing people down, and letting our defense be fresh when they come out on the field has been a good formula for us the last 2 weeks, and we'll see whatever it takes to win this game this week.
The UAC announced Scott Payne as the Special Teams Player of the Week, 3 for 4 in his field goal attempts. Leads the league in field goals made. He's a newcomer this year. Just how reliable of an option has he been?
He's been huge for us. You know, Scott's a guy that was at Middle Tennessee when I was there. And nobody would have known it, but he was our backup kicker on field goals, but was a kickoff guy. So nobody else in the country knew that he could probably kick field goals because it wasn't on tape. So I had a little inside information there and was able to bring him here, and he's really pushed us. He's helped Sam as well, where Sam can just focus on kickoffs. And last week, Sam had multiple touchbacks. Sam was able to get a part in the punting game as well with some rugby punts. So Coach Roth has some weapons there that he can at his disposal where Adam Watford can boom them. Scott Payne's been really good, kicked a couple sky kicks for us on some kickoffs, but our whole kicking game has been a bright spot for us.
This weekend's also the reunion for the 1994 National Championship team, Coach, and you've done a lot to honor those guys, from the 44 number on defense to having them come back and speak to the team. You know, what's it like having that group back?
You know, I think the stars on the helmet too. I'm looking at guys like Kobe Warden's helmet or Jackson Bratton's helmet as the year goes on to see the stars starting to grow on both of those guys' helmets, and to teach our team what that meant, the purple form, and how we honor them with those type things. To have those guys come back and tell me so much to us, and they laid the groundwork for this place. They set the bar for this place, and we're trying every day to get back to that standard that they set around here. The 93, 94, 95 years as a whole is really what we strive to be every single day.
Utah Tech, the opponent this weekend. What kind of game are you expecting?
It'll be a tough game. You know, they came here last year. They've got to make the trip again because of the way the conference flipped out. They were throwing a 2-point conversion to try to beat us as time expired last year. So we know that we're going to have a tough game here at home again. We're hoping that the difference is going to be our fan base. We're hoping that the humidity, the time change, everything that goes along with their long travel will be a benefit for us to play a really good football team. They're 0-5. They're sitting in the same boat we were sitting in last week. They're 0-1 in conference play. Everybody on their schedule is a ranked team. So it's not like they're losing to bad football teams. They're losing close games to really good football teams. And we know they're going to come in here scratching and clawing to get their first win. So we've got to take care of business. We've got to do what we do best, put our players in positions to do the things that they do well.
That does it for the pregame show. Kickoff for your game will be in just a few minutes. And don't forget to check out all the highlights going down tonight on The Final Score.
going the distance with local sports. Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
It's going on now, the Story & Lee Columbus Day Sale. Save huge throughout the largest showroom in the whole Tennessee Valley on all the quality brands you love. We have a huge amount of furniture in stock and ready to be delivered. Sofas and sectionals, recliners, bedrooms, dining rooms, even mattresses with 0% easy payment plans and free delivery too. It's just a short drive to big savings. It's the Story & Lee Columbus Day Sale, celebrating over
And welcome everybody here to Summertown High School as we get ready for this region showdown here a little bit later than expected between the Waverly Tigers and the Eagles of Summertown. This is AJ Good, joined alongside here by Adam Lindsay here for tonight's contest. Taking a quick look here at Waverly, coming in at 0-5 overall, 0-3 within the region. Their head coach is Randall Bolden in his sixth season the helm of the Tigers for Summertown, coming in at 4-2, 2-2 within the region. Head coach is Dan Winfrey here in his second season as the leader of the Eagles. Getting started about taking a look 25 minutes later because Waverly's bus broke down on the way here. So they had to get that fixed or get a new bus. Got in here at about 10 till 7. So, however, they're ready and set and good to go. And Adam, for the Summertown team, back-to-back losses, back-to-back close losses where, they could have easily won both of those games. A lot of redemption that they're going to be searching for here tonight against this Tigers squad.
Well, and me and Clint were talking, in the last few weeks. Your main goal is, you're 3-0 going into Mount Pleasant and Loretta back-to-back.
Right.
In a perfect world, you need to get that third win because you could be 3-2, right, with those two solid teams.
Yeah.
Hey, you pull out a big win against Loretta. You had Mount Pleasant on the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
You go into all that effort with Mount Pleasant, emotional game.
Right.
Then you go into the rain. How that sloppy mess the other day. You know how that was.
Yeah.
So it's expected, I think. And AJ, you've done it long enough. You know the ups and downs and momentum and emotions, how it plays over the course of a season.
You're dealing with 14 through 18-year-olds. You
Yes.
never know what you're getting into. On to kick it away here is Kyson Summers for the Tigers. It's a high end-over-end kick, going to be fielded here at the 30-yard line. And it's Peyton Niehaus, and he's going to muscle his way to about the 38, and that's where the Eagles will take over first down and 10. So decent starting field position here as Jayden Stoll will bring the offense out on the field here for Summertown.
I'm telling you, AJ, too, being up here with you and Will, I feel like I'm in a booth with Al Michaels and Matt. I mean, it's just like the greats, all in one booth.
Just if you give me a couple booms every now and again.
Whatever you need.
Be John Summerall.
Yeah.
Aikman, Smith, touchdown.
Yep.
Stoll under center air out of the wing tee. And he's got an end around here to Logan Love. He's got a lot of room. He's in the Tiger territory across the 40 and gets brought out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A great start to this drive here for Summertown. Taking it to the Waverly 32-yard line on a nice little counter end around to start it off on the first play of the game.
And I know you noticed it against Loretta too, but Stoll does a great job with that option. But you just never really know. He tucks the ball well. Man, it's tough to see a lot of times who has that football coming out of there.
Two receivers here to the right wing to each side. This is a handoff to Caden McCroy, and he, still on his feet, gets down close to the 25-yard line. They'll mark him at the 26, 6-yard pickup to bring up second down and 4. So 2 plays in, the Eagles are knocking on the door here of the Waverly red zone. Update from over at East Hickman. Right now, East Hickman leading Loretto 8-7 as they are just a minute into the second quarter. Second down and 4 here, 45 seconds into the first quarter. Go to receiver and a wing to each side, and McCroy is the fullback behind Stoll under center. Stoll gives it to McCroy, and he's going to power his way across the first down marker as he gets it down to the 20-yard line, and that's a first down for the Eagles.
And like you said, AJ, after losing those back-to-back games, this is what you'd like to see. Coming out with a lot of energy, it seems like.
3
tonight.
plays and 2 first downs, and you're already, actually on the outside, the Waverly red zone. They gave him forward progress to the 21 after the 5-yard pickup. Same formation here out of the wing tee. Still with McCroy as the fullback. Love goes in motion, and it's a handoff. And we got 3 penalty flags.
I'm curious.
All in the same spot at the 20-yard line, and it's going to be holding against Summertown. Yeah. You thought the same thing I was thinking there, Adam.
Yeah, I agree. I can tell you right now, AJ, most of the time when you see 3 in the same spot, it's probably legit.
Yeah, they couldn't get those things out fast enough.
No.
Yeah, that is pretty much unanimous decision there. So it's a 10-yard penalty. Brings it back to the 31 to bring up first down and 20. 10:35 remaining here in the first quarter. For those just tuning in, Summertown, white helmets, blue tops, gray pants are going from right to left. Waverly, the white uniforms and the blue helmets going from left to right. So first down and 20 after the first penalty of the game. Same formation. McCroy still the fullback behind Stoll. Love goes in motion, and it's a pitch out to Love this time. He's across the 30, a lot of room, 25. Cuts upfield and falls down at the original first down marker, a 10-yard pickup to bring up second down and 10. I believe he had the longest game for Summertown at Harpeth last week on very similar plays we saw in the first play, an end around off a counter.
Well, he busted a huge run, I believe, of 60 maybe against Mount Pleasant, which, kind of really got their offense going in the second half. It was stalled out. So he's got big play capabilities, no doubt.
Shotgun now, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Still McCroy here to Stoll's left. And Stoll's going to call his own number as he gets across the 20 and down to the 17-yard line. That will bring up 3rd down and 6 here for the Eagles.
You got to think this is 4-down territory, AJ. I don't know what you're thinking, but
I'm impressed that Hoffman hit a 31-yarder in the muck last week.
It was great. That young man, he continues to grow every year.
9-10 on a rolling first quarter clock. First drive here for Summertown. 3rd down and 6, the first 3rd down situation. Receiver to each side and a wing to each side. Still under center. Handoff here to McCroy. McCroy's on his feet and into the end zone. A Summertown touchdown. 17 yards out. The Eagles lead 6-0 with 8:56 remaining in the first quarter. Adam, that offensive line opened up a hole that me, you, and Will could have ran through there.
You couldn't draw it up any better. You couldn't ask for a better start, too. So, great job by Summertown. Honestly, AJ, other than the one play to the outside, they pretty much just ran it right down the throat.
Yeah, hey, that's their identity. It's what this team wants to be.
Exactly.
Hoffman on to kick the extra point here for Summertown. Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:56 remaining in the first quarter. Summertown leads Waverly 7-0. Have the first Tiger drive when we return next on the X Sports Network.
Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped to serve your needs. Our doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Make an appointment with our providers, Kendra Brown or Tori Cox, today. Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, Tennessee, right next to
Six-play, 62-yard drive capped off by Caden McCoy's 17-yard touchdown run. Extra point from Bradley Hoffman is good. Summertown, with 8:56 remaining in the first quarter, leads Waverly 7-0. Bradley Hoffman ready to kick it away. Back deep to return for the Tigers is Aiden Ralston. So you couldn't have scripted a better opening drive for Summertown here.
You have to be aware, if you're Waverly, of this little squib kick that Summertown does so well.
Yeah.
Better have somebody ready to get on it.
It's a high end over end kick, going to be fielded here at the, and he fumbled it at the 25, and I believe fell on it there. Getting on it in time was Jeremy Crichton. And he pretty much avoided disaster there, Adam. That could have been really bad for Waverly.
Well, he kind of ran a little bit too far in and had to catch it up, around his helmet a little bit. And but, hey, he did what he had to do, though. It hit the ground and he got on it, and that's what he's coached to do. So good job of that young man. That's a big save.
Ball on the 26-yard line, 1st down and 10. Quarterback here is Tate Forrest for the Tigers. 3 receivers bunched to the left with 1 to the right. Forrest calls his own number here over the left side and stays on his feet and got back to about the 27-yard line, or the 28-yard line, bring up 2nd down and 8, and that could have been bad, and he turned something out of nothing right
Well,
there.
on a good note, he ran about 25 yards to gain 2. So if you're Summertown, hey, that's okay, but like you said, you don't want to make that type of tackling a habit for tonight's game. But young man's elusive. He did a great job just getting those 2 yards.
2 receivers to each side here, spread formation. Logan Harbison is a running back here to Forrest's adjacent right here out of the shotgun. Gives it to Harbison up the middle, and he gets across the 30 and stacked up by Stoll and a host of Eagles at about the 33-yard line, and that will bring up a 3rd and short here for the Tigers. Habitson, excuse me. I got a little confused right there. 5-yard pickup there. 3rd down and 3 coming up here for the Tigers. Harbison, no, I got it right the first time. My pen smushed the Harbison part on the roster. 3rd down and 2 coming up here. Got to get the ball to the 36-yard line. Spread formation again with 2 receivers each side. Summertown loading up the box with 6. And now Forrest going to call his own number. Quint Smith trips him up, and he is going to get very close to the line to gain here, Adam, and I think he might have got enough for the first down.
I think they're going to give it to him. And nice job right there.
And Smith did enough to trip him up, but he got that 3 yards needed, and that will be the first down for Waverly in the game. Ball placed on their own 36-yard line, 7:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Update from, actually, East Hickman's up 16-7, but Loretto just got a touchdown to make it 16-13 over there at East Hickman. So we might have another instant classic over there at East Hickman tonight. Same formation for Waverly, 2 receivers to each side. Harbison to Forrest's left out of the shotgun. Motion now comes. Drops back, and he's going to throw it deep, and he has no one there. Peyton Ehas makes the interception, the 37-yard line. Makes another guy miss. He's going to take this into Tiger territory. He's got a host of blockers, and makes another guy miss, and eventually stacked up, crosses the 40 and pulled out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Summertown takes advantage of the first mistake with great field position for their next drive.
Got to be some miscommunication right there, AJ. I think he was expecting basically a straight streak route from his receiver, and I don't know whether he was just held up or just cut his route off, but there was nobody there. Niehaus basically just had to wait on it like fielding a fly ball.
Yeah, I mean, he could have called mine right there and would have been just fine. So first down and 10 for the Eagles from the Tiger 40-yard line. 6:32 remaining here in the first quarter. A little bit of tight here on the wing tee. Stoll drops back, throws and overthrows his outstretched receiver. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
I like the play call there coming out. And look, if Summertown's going to win some games on into this year, and especially if they do manage to get into the playoffs, Stoll's going to have to throw the ball some.
He does throw a pretty deep ball.
He throws a beautiful ball. He really does.
The intermediate stuff you got to incorporate in there as well.
And you've got to keep these defensive off balance too. And
Austin Reed was the intended receiver. Now Stoll, quick screen out. He's got Logan Love. And he makes a couple guys miss. He's across the 35 and gets down to about the 31-yard line. A 9-yard pickup to bring up 3rd down and short here for the Eagles.
Stoll with a really good throw right there under pressure. He was about to go down. He had guys draped all over him.
Yeah, especially in a quick screen when they get in that throwing lane. And he kind of went a little sidearm with it as well.
Yeah.
Third down. Go ahead, Adam.
No, I was just going to say, one thing Summertown's done tonight well is been able to get outside.
3rd down and 1. And I think we'll have a false start here against the Eagles.
They're actually going to call offsides, I believe, against Waverly.
I think you're right here, Adam. So my game last night with Lawrence County and Tullahoma gave Lawrence County 4 first downs on offsides last night. So I'm very familiar with that penalty after what I saw last night from Tullahoma, including they had it on back-to-back plays, one to make it 4th and 7 to 4th and 2, then gave them a first down, and Lawrence County scored a touchdown on the next play.
Yeah. 1st
down and 10 from the Tiger 26. Handoff up the middle. It's McCroy, and he pushes the pile to the 21-yard line. 5-yard pickup brings up 2nd down and 5.
I really didn't have an opportunity to watch, AJ. I would have loved to watch that game. I'm sure it was a good one. I ended up getting caught up with the Falcons-Bucks game last night, which was a really good one. I don't know if you saw that on Thursday Night Football.
I saw the highlights. Kirk Cousins had more yards throwing than Tullahoma and Lawrence County had combined last night.
Highest game in the NFL this year, 550, I believe.
And it only took him, week 4 to get there?
Yeah.
McCrory gets the handoff. He gets into the Tiger red zone, and they'll give him 4 progress to the 16-yard line. Another 5-yard pickup brings up 2nd down and 5.
I've learned a lot over the last few weeks with my son about fantasy football, so I'm having to follow him.
Actually, you say 3rd down and 1 here for McCroy. Got to get it to the 16. And it's Quint Smith getting the handoff and bumbling and stumbling.
Yeah, they're going to call
and
him
they call him down at the 9-yard line.
He
So
was.
Quint Smith's first carry gets it to the 9, and first down and goal coming up here for the Eagles.
I was really rating on him to get going. Kind of been quiet, for him the first few possessions. But third and 1, I think that's where I'd be going with football too.
Adam, he tripped and stumbled 8 yards.
Yeah, no doubt.
Good push up front because no one touched. If he would have been on his feet, he probably would have ran in the end zone.
100%.
Pugh goes in motion, and an end around here to Love, and Waverly was waiting for it that time. They will give him 4 progress to the 8-yard line. Second down and goal here from the 8.
It's difficult on a lot of offenses, AJ. When you get into this 10-yard range, the field is so compact.
Yeah, it takes away a lot of passing plays.
It takes away a lot of passing plays. It takes a lot of plays outside runs that you might normally. Don't get me wrong, you don't want to be backed up against a goal line, but you've also got a ton of pressure on an offense here to try to do some things that you're not able to do.
They flip the formation, power to the right here, and Smith, that's going to get the pitch. He cuts upfield, stays on his feet, reaches for the goal line, and they're going to mark him at the 1-yard line, just a yard short. Good effort there, 7-yard pickup here for Smith. They're going to bring up third down and goal from the 1.
You just wonder right here, AJ, you've had Smith pound ahead. You've had Love with some really big runs. You wonder if Stoll doesn't keep it here.
Yeah.
It's about time for him to
Philly
pull it.
shove right here.
Yes.
Get a lot of guys behind him and just push. Handoff here to Smith up the middle. That's enough for an Eagle.
Or you can do that.
Enough for an Eagle touchdown. Makes it 13-0 with an even 3 minutes left to play here in the first quarter as Smith just powers his way behind that effective offensive line for the second touchdown on their second drive. Hoffman on to attempt the extra point. So the Eagles taking advantage of that Waverly interception. And they are in business on back-to-back drives. Update from over at East Hickman, Loretto and East Hickman. East Hickman leading the Mustangs by 3, 16-13 with under 5 left to play in the first half. Hoffman ready for the extra point. Snap back. Kick is up, and the kick is good. With an even 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter, Summertown leads Waverly 14-0. We'll have the next Tiger Drive when we return here on the X Sports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Eight-play, 40-yard drive capped off by Quint Smith's 1-yard touchdown run at the Bradley Hoffman extra point. Summertown leads Waverly 14-0. Even 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Hoffman on the kick it away. Back deep to return is Aiden Ralston Heels on his own 15-yard line. Hoffman, a high end over end kick. Critton is going to field it there at the 25, and he's going to make a man miss. Makes another miss across the 32, still going down the 33. That is Tyler Harrison on the return. And not bad starting field position here from the Tigers, starting at their own 33-yard line. Good job by Summertown when you fielded a kick there at the 25, Adam. If you can get 10, maybe 15 on it, that's a good return, but they held them to under 10 on that play.
Well, they've done a good job at forcing them going left to right, instead of going north and south, and that's big, and they've got a lot of speed. Summertown has solid speed to get to the outside. So
2 receivers to each side. Harbison here to force his left out of the shotgun. 2:52 remaining in the first quarter. Motion comes. Another play action pass. Force drops back. Here comes pressure. Throws over the middle. Intercepted again. Max Dillard He has it at the Tiger 48-yard line, and that's where they will take over first down and 10. Back-to-back interceptions here on back-to-back passes for Waverly.
You have man-to-man coverage, AJ, and you have a linebacker that dropped, which you don't always see necessarily a ton in high school because usually you're looking run, but he actually dropped right into that slant. But I can tell you what else, though, too. There are thousands of NFL quarterbacks over the years that have fell for that linebacker dropping into coverage, and that's tough to deal with.
You got to learn how to fight those guys. I mean, even the Bradys and Mannings have thrown interceptions there.
No doubt. Yep.
Great
job.
Tight here out of the wing tee. Wing and receiver to each side, and an end around here to Colton Pugh. And he's got some room, but they drag him down right there at the 46-yard line. 2-yard pickup will bring up second down and 8.
That looked like that could be a big one, but they kind of closed that hole off pretty quickly right there.
Yeah, and didn't allow him to break the tackle. So far, now the Eagles here in the first quarter alone, Adam, have ran for over 100 yards on 13 carries.
Well, and I understand Waverly, they've thrown 2 interceptions, they've thrown it a good bit, but I think if you watch Summertown's tape, they have been exposed some with the pass, right? I mean, we know that, so.
Stoll calls his own number on the option keep and pushes the pile to the 41-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup. They'll bring up third down and a short 3 here for the Eagles. Adam, they're getting about 5-6 yards a pop here on every run so far.
Well, and what's helping them is they're mixing it up so much. When you've got Smith who can pound it up the middle, you've got to have help. But then you've got Love and these other guys, you've got to be wary of that end around.
And doing some stuff out of the shotgun where you can do that read option, which Jaden does so well.
Yeah. They've got a ton of options on this team when they're clicking.
Hand off here to McCoy, and he will push the pile, I believe, over the line to gain. They'll give him forward progress to the 38. That should be enough here for an Eagle first down. And they will give him enough for the first down on the 3-yard pickup. So update as East Hickman now leads Loretto 22-13, 2:30 remaining in the first half there. So far, Adam, Summertown 5 of 5 on third downs here in the game.
Well, and they've been able to get manageable third down. That's what's helping them. They're third and manageable on most of these. And that's what you got to do to keep those chains moving.
Under a minute left here in the first. Stoll under center. Pugh goes in motion. And Stoll this time just going to call his own number. Gets across the 30, across the 25, and goes out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Another big pickup and another Eagle first down. 16 on the play from the quarterback and Jaden Stoll. Already, that's their 8th first down here in the first quarter. So clock stopped since he went out of bounds, with 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And now we have a timeout here called by Waverly, their first timeout of the first half. 45 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll take that break as well on the X Sports Network.
It's going on now, the Story and Lee Columbus Day Sale. Save huge throughout the largest showroom in the whole Tennessee Valley on all the quality brands you love. We have a huge amount of furniture in stock and ready to be delivered. Sofas and sectionals, recliners, bedrooms, dining rooms, even mattresses with 0% easy payment plans and free delivery too. It's just a short drive to big savings. It's the Story and Lee Columbus Day Sale, celebrating over 50 years of making homes beautiful.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B.
Waverly calls their first time out here with 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Summertown with a 14-0 lead. Have a first down and 10 from the Tiger 22. Stoll under center out of the wing tee. Quick pass, and he's got his man. He makes the catch, and he's dropped there at the 9-yard line, or right at the 10-yard line. On the catch there was Jack Baker. It makes it a first down and goal here for the Eagles.
And the best part about that, AJ, he took some punishment, but that young man held on to the football, and that's big right there. It's a big play. Looks like now, I'm not sure, the clock has stopped.
Yeah.
There we go. They're moving
yeah,
it now.
now he's moving it, yeah.
Yeah.
And it just stops so they can set the chains. And some guys are a little bit more on it, and some guys aren't, but that's okay. Handoff here to McCoy. He cuts upfield, stays on his feet, trying to push the pile, and he's into the end zone from 10 yards out. And the Eagles now lead it 20-0 with 13 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. What a run by Caden McCoy. Drug about 5 Tigers into the end zone with him. And Adam, 3 possessions for Summertown and 3 touchdowns.
Hey, it's a good sign. You know, I feel like this team's they've had to put out. They've been through a lot the last 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
You know, with the Mount Pleasant game, as tough, hard fought as that was, it's really been a while where you just sit and seen Summertown with this big of a lead. So yeah, it's good to see. They're really playing well right now.
Hoffman on to attempt the extra point. Snaps back, kick is up, and the kick is good. With 13 seconds remaining in the first, Summertown with a 21-0 lead. We'll have the next Tiger possession when we return here on the X Sports Network. Six play, 48-yard drive, capped off by Caden McCoy's 10-yard touchdown run and another Bradley Hoffman extra point. Summertown with a 21-0 lead over Waverly with 13 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Hoffman on the kick it away. Don't go for the squib kick this time. Back deep to return for the Tigers is Aiden Ralston. Heels on his own 10. This time it's a short pooch kick, and that is fielded, fair caught. Well, no, it's not.
No.
He caught it, then tried to do the fair catch.
You have to do that. You have to wait for the fair catch before you actually catch the football.
That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I'm not going to say anything, AJ. That looks like something I would do at this level, I can promise you. I guarantee it.
On the catch was Nate Anderson.
If it makes you feel any better, my very first game on the field when I officiated, you're supposed to throw a beanbag where
on a turnover,
on
change
a
of
kickoff
possession.
too. I would throw a beanbag. Well, look, I
Did you
threw
throw
some, but I threw
flag?
a penalty flag. Yeah.
Confused everybody.
Yeah, they were like, "What in the world?" So yeah, it's gonna happen.
He's ticking it up on Loretto, 22-13 as they go to the half. Handoff here to Harbison, and Harbison still going on his feet. Oh, he was on. Yeah, they got him. They got him. Good job here by the sideline official as he goes down to the 41-yard line. That's their best gain so far, and that one will end the first quarter. It's been all Summertown in this one as they lead it 21-0 after 12 minutes of play. We'll have the start of the second quarter when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg is your go-to stop to complete your home, business, a combination of both, or really anything you can think of. With one of the region's biggest selection of bedroom furniture, name brand mattresses, recliners, living room and dining room suites, accents for the home or office, quality name brand appliances,
After 12 minutes of play, it's all Summertown as they lead at 21-0. Waverly got a first down from Harbison on the previous play. New quarterback into the game is Bryce Spann here for the Tigers. 2 receivers bunched to each side. Spann, now it's got a reverse, and he's got a lot of room. That's Harrison. And Summertown closed it quickly as he got to the Tiger 46-yard line.
He's kind of slow getting up too, AJ.
Yeah.
May need to get some help out here for him.
He got it to the 40. They did mark him at the 46 on the 4-yard pickup, and they will eventually blow the whistles here as check here on Harrison. And while they do that, we will take that short break as well here on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great. They're here when we need them, and their prices.
Harrison's okay as he got 4 yards on the previous play. 2nd down and 6 here for the Tigers. 11:41 remaining in the half. Ball at their own 46. Spann still at quarterback. Hand off to Harbison, and he is met immediately in the backfield. And they're going to mark him there at the 45-yard line. First guy in was Kanan Klinghardt.
Well, if you're Waverly, look, your last 2 passes have been intercepted.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You can't abandon the pass right here. You've got to be balanced. And if they've had a few decent runs, but if you're just going to line up and just run the football straight ahead against Summertown, they're going to make it tough on you. You got to mix it up.
3rd down and 7 here for the Tigers. Still with the 2 receivers bunched to each side. Spann still at quarterback. 10 on the play clock. He'll drop back. Throws out to the flat. Hits Harbison. And Harbison tries to muscle his way and gets to the 49-yard line. It won't be enough for a first down.
Going to be about, looks like about 3 yards short, AJ. And a long 3 at that, but they're going to go quickly, and they're going.
Yeah.
Like you said, Will mentioned it may be a ploy.
Yeah.
To see if Summertown would jump.
Yeah.
But looks like they are getting into a formation here to go for it, or maybe this may be a quick kick.
Yeah, 2 receivers stacked to each side. 10 on the play clock, 10:15 on the game clock. Spann, and he's going to run it up the middle. And, that's close.
I don't know if he got
the
there.
far side official, I think, is going to give it to him.
Well, I'm sure it should be the spot from the official. It just looks short from where he's marking him. He's right at it, though, but I'm not wondering if he's not short.
And where the white hat is, it looks like he is.
I'm just going from the eyeball test of where he went down, but, of course, that's not always where it's going to be marked either, but
you have a better vantage. I think he's short at him.
If he's short, man, it's 6 to 10 inches short.
Yeah. I think he is, because they have it marked at the 48 3/4. Yeah, he's short. Yeah. You can see it already.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a really accurate spot from where I saw the young man go
short.
down. Yeah. Yep. So I'll be honest, AJ. I was expecting when they spread out and went into the formation, I was expecting maybe a quick punt, to catch them, maybe just try to pin Summertown. But I think they just tried to catch them off guard there, maybe. But
this is a 3rd straight drive that Summertown has had incredible field position. The other 2 started in Waverly territory. This one's going to start at the Eagles' own 49-yard line. It's practically Waverly territory right here.
Yeah. If you're Waverly here, you've got to get something going here before the half, because unless something changes, you may be down 4 scores here shortly.
Love goes in motion. And it's a play-action pass, and Stoll fumbles it, and it is recovered by Waverly at the Eagle 47-yard line.
He came free right off the corner, AJ. Nobody. Just on a blitz there off the right edge, man, and Stoll from the blind side, never saw him. Well, look, if you're going to turn the ball over on downs, AJ, that's what you need to do the next play.
Force it the other way.
Exactly.
So Waverly has 2 turnovers. The first one for Summertown on the Dominic Williams, recovered it for the Tigers. So their best starting field position at the Eagle 47. 10:02 remaining here in the half. 3 receivers bunched to the left, 1 to the right. Harbison still the running back. Spann still the quarterback here for Waverly. And it's a quick screen out to Critton. And they track him down quickly. That's McCoy that met him right at the midfield stripe. Actually, they're going to mark it on the Tiger 49-yard line. That's going to be a loss of, actually, they'll mark at the midfield stripe, mark a loss of 3 to bring up 2nd down and 13.
You want to try to get them out in space, AJ. That's what you want, but I'm just telling you, and I think the strength of this Summertown defense, they're not a huge defense, as you can tell.
But they're fast.
But they can, they do a great job at forcing things back inside to help, too. It's kind of like basketball, right? Forcing it to help. That's what Summertown does. But, if you can be effective running up the middle, throwing the football, you can do those things. But right now, Waverly's just struggling in basically all their areas right now.
Yeah, the greatest defense of all time know how to work together, Adam.
Exactly.
Spann drops back. He's going to launch it here deep, and he's going to overthrow everybody. His intended receiver was Ralston. Good coverage downfield there by Peyton Niehaus. And that will bring up 3rd down and 13 here for Waverly. So far on the game, they are 1 of 2 on 3rd down.
I like the call. Aggressive call. You just basically dropped 4-yard loss. Yeah. You have to stay aggressive. That's really not a risky play either. You either hit the receiver or overthrow it.
Exactly.
You're not.
It's a 50-50, and you
exactly.
hope one of the 50s an incompletion, the other 50s a catch.
Exactly.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Spann rolls out to his right. Throws and overthrows Harris, his intended receiver. That will bring up 4th down and 13 here for the Tigers.
It looks like he might have slipped a little bit too there right before the ball arrived. If he's upright,
I think he might have still overthrew.
Yeah, might have.
Because look here on the replay, I think he just because he's heading towards the 1st down marker and he threw it to his inside.
Yeah.
As they will bring the punt unit out on the field. It's Kyson Summers though punted away. Back deep to return. Well, not really deep. It's Case and Bailey. They are doing like they did at Harpeth last week, daring them to kick it over his head.
Yeah.
High snap and
that was shanked.
Wobbly kick here. It will roll to the 31. So that's where the Eagles will take over 1st down and 10. Their 2nd worst starting field position of the night. Actually, they'll mark it at the 30-yard line.
Well, look, the turnover was on a play-action pass from a blindside blitz that they just never saw coming. You've moved the ball. You moved the football great tonight. Your offense has looked solid. You need to get a touchdown here and put this thing into 4 possessions right before the half if you can.
155 yards already in the 1st half. It's a pitch out here to Michaela Powell. He gets across the 35. And stacked up at the 37, and that's where they're giving forward progress. Actually, you give it to the 38-yard line. Not a bad game, brings up 2nd down and 2.
And the difference between Summertown and Waverly right now, Summertown's run game has been so effective. You're always scared Stoll is going to burn you, so you have to keep that in the back of your mind. Waverly just really hasn't got anything going consistently yet.
And I think that's the 4th or 5th different ball carrier they've had tonight.
Yeah, man, they have a ton of options, and that's what's been a great attribute for them this whole year.
Love goes in motion, and it's a pitch out to Love. And he's going to get the 1st down across the 40-45. He's in the Tiger territory and tripped up at the 46-yard line. Another good carry there by Logan Love.
And you've got to be wary of those pitch outs and then you've got that bulldozer in the backfield too.
2 bulldozers.
2, yeah, really 2. And you have to be honest in the middle. I mean, you have to commit. And when you've got speed like they have, like Love and a couple others, man, it's just tough to have to deal with both.
1st down and 10 from the Tiger 46-yard line. So much scoring, Adam, that the scoreboard can't even keep up.
Well, look, this isn't a high-scoring team necessarily. I don't know if it's been on this number yet this year.
Max Diller gets the pitch across the 45, drags a defender down. And it looks like the 39 is where they're going to mark him. His first carry here of the night. That's a 7-yard pickup.
That's a tough young man right there, too.
Second Second down and 2 coming up here. Actually, gave him 4 progress there to the 38. Second down and 2. Another good hard carry. So that it's either 6 or 7 different ball carriers tonight, not counting a couple completed passes as well. So about 7 or 8 guys touching the ball tonight for Summertown. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 running backs in the backfield. Stoll, pitch out the Pugh. Pugh cuts up field and breaks the tackle. He's got the first down and more across the 30. And he is rallied up there at the 25-yard line, and that is enough for an Eagle first down.
Stoll does so many things a lot of times that you see the long runs, the good throws, but you don't see the small things. He made that end guy commit before the pitch, you know, and you have to be honest with him because you know if you don't commit, he's 20 yards down the field 2 seconds later.
And now we got another timeout here, I believe. Nope. They blew the way. He called a my time, and I don't.
Yeah, there may have been an issue with the chains.
Okay.
And the players might have actually thought it was a call timeout.
Yeah, call timeout,
I've seen it a few times before. There may have been something, maybe a equipment issue over on the far side.
6:41 remaining here in the half as they're knocking on the door of the Tiger red zone once again.
If you're Waverly here, you've got to do everything you can to force some type of turnover.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. McCoy, who Stoll's right out of the shotgun. Stoll now rolls out to his right. He's going to throw into the end zone. Neos is wide open and dropped it.
Well, in his hands, hits his hands. You should say he should catch it.
Yeah.
Also, too, I'm kind of looking at Stoll, and I'm like, there's nobody within 20 yards. Look, it is what it is. But, hey, look, you drew it up.
Yeah, right. Drew it up, and it was there, and that's a play you got to make.
Yeah,
it's a play you got to make on the quarterback and the receiver.
Well, like you're saying,
yeah,
I think Stoll's saying, look, I didn't have to lead him. There's nobody within 20
Yeah.
yards of him. And Niehaus is saying, hey, it hit my hands. I need to catch it.
Yeah, it's either way.
Yeah, it is.
Second down and 10 coming up here. It's Stoll going to call his own number. Still on his feet, still going, still pushing the pile. And they will give him progress to the 15-yard line, and that's enough for another Eagle first down.
Stoll catapulted 8 yards off his own player.
Yes, he did.
I don't know, but it reminds me of an old pinball game I used to play when I was a teenager. And, man, he hit one of his own players, one of his linemen, and just catapulted for 5 to 6 yards.
That's the 13th first down for Summertown in the game. We'll go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end to the right, and McCoy to Stoll's right out of the shotgun. Hand off to McCoy up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles, cuts upfield, into the end zone. A Summertown touchdown. They lead it 27-0 with 6:01 remaining here in the first half. A 15-yard touchdown run for McCoy, his second of the game. Actually, his third of the game, I apologize there. As Hoffman on to kick it away. So 5 drives, 4 touchdowns here for Summertown. Snap is back, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:01 remaining here in the first half. Summertown leads Waverly 28-0. We'll have the next Tiger Drive when we return on the X Sports Network. Looking for a place to pick up your pumpkins for the fall? Then the Hudson Valley Pumpkin Farm is the place to go. Located at 356 Hudson Road, Hudson Valley is 10 acres of fun waiting for you. They also have corn stalks, mums, and anything else you would need for the fall. It is open starting Saturday, September 14th, and will run every Saturday throughout the fall from 9 to 5 until they run out. You can also visit during the week upon request. For more information, use the QR code at the end of this commercial. Seven-play, 70-yard drive capped off by Cade McCoy's third touchdown of the game from 15 yards out. Add another Hoffman extra point. He's 4 for 4 so far tonight. 6:01 remaining in the second quarter. Summertown with a 28-0 lead over Waverly. Still at halftime as East Hickman leads Loretto in a battle for top spot there in the region. They lead the Mustangs 22-13. Is Hoffman ready to kick it away? Got a trio guys back deep to return with Ralston, Harrison, and it looks like Josh Harris out there as well for the Tigers. 6:01 remaining, and Adam, we're starting to get close to running clock territory.
Yeah, it's going to be big. Waverly has to get some points on the board here. You've got 6 minutes. You've got plenty of time to do it, but they've got to put something together offensively, and they just really haven't. You know, they've had solid moments, but nothing consistently at all.
Yeah, 2 interceptions that, well, one of them was converted into points. Actually, both of them were converted into points. I'm trying to remember. Hoffman, a big, deep kick here. It's over Harrison's head, and that's going to roll into the end zone. So good job there by Bradley Hoffman. Hey, Will's even shocked up here. So first down and 10 from the Tigers from their own 20.
You think he might be randomly drug tested Monday morning in school, Will? Is that what you're saying? Well, it's spring. It's a fall break, right?
Fall break, that's right. Yeah.
Well, and I think those short kicks benefit Summertown.
Yeah.
I think it kind of ploys into because it allows minimal amount of return.
And you never know when someone's going to try to catch it, then fair catch it.
Yeah, muff, and it also goes to attribute how much faith you have in your defense, you know. And so, but yeah, man, he's got a leg. He's grown so much in the last few years.
Span still a quarterback with Harbison to its right. It's a bad snap. He falls on it, and they will mark him at the 16-yard line. Bad snap eventually turns into a 4-yard loss to bring up second down and 14.
AJ, I know you mentioned. Did you mention their record is 0-5 coming in?
0-5, 0-3 in the region.
You know they've been a consistent powerhouse. For years.
So they're not used to this.
Well, I wonder. I was just thinking. I wonder if they've ever been 0-5, ever. Yeah. At least in the last 20 years. I'm curious. I'd be curious to go back. I don't know where you can find that, but
we'll try that at halftime.
Yeah, I don't think this is something they're used to.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
They were doing this to us last
year.
year.
Harbison, he's got a lot of room up the middle, still on his feet, and he will stumble across the 30. And that will be enough for a Tiger first down to the 31-yard line. A really good run there by Harbison.
Yeah, it's a big run.
That's a big boy, too.
Yeah, man. He reminds me of Summertown's back. You know, a little kind of that build and that type of running style.
Span going to get on the ball quickly here. First down and 10 from the 31 to Harbison again, and stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to just get him right back to the original line. Now we'll bring up second down and 10. A really good job by the interior, led by Quint Smith there for Summertown.
The slow developing plays against Summertown is what really – that's what Summertown wants.
Yeah.
With their speed, it gives them time to get off those blocks and get in the backfield. And if you don't have any momentum in those quick hitters, man, you're in trouble if you're caught in the backfield.
Harpeth had trouble with that I formation trying to do the 7-yard deep handoff. They used to drive my dad crazy watching West Virginia back in the day. I can still hear his voice. 7-yard deep handoff. Span out of the shotgun, drops back, throws out into the flat, hits Harrison. And Harrison is going to be short of the line to gain. They'll get him to the 38-yard line. It will bring up third down and manageable here for the Tigers.
Hey, if you're Waverly, nice job. Good route, good throw, nice catch. It's progress.
Yeah.
And, you're roughly, it's showing 2 yards to go, but it looks a lot more like at least 3.
Yeah, it's like long 2, short 3 here, Adam. 3:50 remaining here in the half.
The question is, though, if you don't get it here, if you're Waverly, what do? You want to possibly give Summertown back the football again? I mean, or do you just punt this thing?
Waverly gets the ball coming out of the half. Span throws it quickly. Intercepted by Dillard again. And Dillard still on his feet, still going. Pushing the pile and goes down to the 20-yard line. Dillard with the second interception, third by Waverly. And Summertown in control once again.
It's another situation where Dillard dropped
in
the coverage. And the thing about it is he only had to drop 2 yards because the pass was only 3 yards past the line. I mean, I think Dillard in that situation just kind of looked up and saw a football coming right at him. It's like, hey, I think I'm going to catch it.
Yeah. It's the third turnover by Waverly. They marked the ball at the 21-yard line. So the Eagles are going to try to make it 3 for 3 on points off turnovers. 2 receivers to the right, a wing to each side. Smith's now the fullback. here behind Dillard at quarterback. Hands off to Smith. And that's a huge pickup. He gets it to the 14-yard line, and he was there before before Max could even put the ball in his stomach.
And then you have him dragging at least 7 of Waverly's defenders at least 4 yards, it looked like from here.
So Dillard now at quarterback. We come up on the 3-minute mark left here in the first half. Wing to each side, receiver to each side. Smith still the fullback. Motion comes, and it's a handoff to Smith over the right side. And a whole host of white jerseys bring him down at the, looks like the 9-yard line, and that will be enough for an Eagle first down. 5 yards from the senior. Continue to go here, Adam. That is their
This is
15th first down. They've got 215 yards on the ground already tonight.
This is your worst case scenario if you're Waverly. You basically go from 3rd and 3 at midfield
to,
I mean,
them knocking on the door of 30. Love goes in motion. Hand off to Smith up the middle. Still pushing the pile and into the end zone for another Summertown touchdown. Makes it 34-0 with 2:21 remaining here in the half. Smith from 9 yards out. That's his second touchdown of the night. And this Eagle attack just continues to roll. If it wasn't for a fumble, who knows what the score would be right now.
Well, they haven't had to punt the football yet, correct, AJ?
No punts. And Waverly's only had 1 punt as well.
Yeah, but of course 3 of theirs were, you got 3 interceptions and
a turnover
on down. So
snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. 2:21 remaining here in the half. Summertown leads at 35-0. We'll have the next Tiger Drive when we return on the X Sports Network.
Hi there, everyone. This is Ann Marr with Coldwell Banker Southern Realty. I want to say a great big thank you, Lawrence County, for voting me as your favorite realtor. What a huge honor this is to be voted this by my many clients, my friends, my peers, the people I love. I greatly appreciate all of you so much. I have loved working with many of you, some of you several times, and I look forward to meeting and working with many more of you in the future. I promise to give you 110% of my time, attention, and expertise to make your sale or purchase happen. Just give me a call at
3-play, 21-yard drive, all coming off the legs of Quinn Smith, who picked up his second touchdown of the night, punching it in from 9 yards out. Hoffman now 5 of 5 on extra points. It's all Eagles here in the first half, Adam. They lead at 35-0, 2:21 remaining here in the second.
Waverly, I don't think they can wait for this 2:21 to come quickly enough. They just got we mentioned during the break, they've got to get to the locker room and just regroup.
And Hoffman, another line drive, fielded here by Harrison at the 15. He's going to go up the right side and eventually finds a whole host of blue jerseys. I think they'll give him to the 30, a first down and 10 here for the Eagles.
I tell you, and I know Will could contest to this, but a big improvement for Summertown to me has been their special teams. Punt coverage, kickoff coverage. Hoffman with how well he's kicking the football now and the progress he's making. You can see a big improvement just from last year, but even from the first of this year as a whole.
2:13 remaining here. Ball marked at the 31-yard line. Still Span at quarterback here for the Tigers. Just threw the team's third interception, his first interception of the night. Handoff here to Harbison up the middle. Got a head of steam and still going. He's going to get into Eagle territory and tripped up at the 46-yard line. A big run there by Harbison.
I think at this point, Waverly's going to run the football. And if you score, great, but you're going to hold the football. I think if you're Summertown, you've got to pin your ears back on the run here and see if they will throw it.
Actually got him to the 44. And off to Harbison over the left side, and that time he fell down at the 41, a 3-yard pickup. Minute 45 left here in the half. Second down and 7 coming up here for the Tigers. They're going to go back and huddle up here. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. Minute 30 left. 2 receivers to the right with a tight end. Single receiver to the left. Harbison out of the pistol. Handoff up the middle again. And pushes the pile to the 38. 3-yard pickup. Third and manageable again here for the Tigers. Third down and 4. Minute 10 left here in the half.
The question is, if you're Waverly, are you content with just running this thing out and running? Hey, if you score great. Yeah. But if not, run it out, or do you see them using those 2 timeouts?
It depends on obviously what they do here, and they do get the ball out of the half. 2 receivers tied into the right, 1 to the left. 50 seconds left in the half. Span drops back. Now rolls out to his left. He's going to throw it deep here down the right side, and it is incomplete. Good defense there. Looks like Max Dillard on the coverage. And makes it 4th down and 4.
Yeah, that was kind of pretty much a jump ball, AJ. And Summertown had 3 defenders in the area and 1 right on him. So nice coverage.
40 clock stops at 41 seconds. 4th down and 4 here for the Tigers, and they will call a timeout. Adam, we'll just keep it here for the time being as they call their second timeout here of the half. And ladies and gentlemen, just tuning in, you're seeing the score. It is what it is. It's been all Summertown here so far. In the game on offense, 245 yards on 31 plays for Waverly. They've got 73 yards on 22 plays. So sometimes stats don't always tell the story, Adam, but in this case they do.
Well, math was my worst subject in school. My math teacher basically helped me pass because he didn't want to have me in class again. But if my math is correct, Summertown basically is averaging 8 yards per play. I mean, when you're doing that, unless you're just physically turning the ball over
on every play after every 8 yards,
no doubt. I mean, they're grabbing chunks and running the ball well. They're doing in all phases tonight. They look good.
Harrison goes in motion here for the Tigers. A bad snap. Harbison gets it, cuts up field. He's going to be short. The ball went at the 35-yard line, and he is going to be a yard short of the first down. Another stop here by the Eagle defense. They will turn the ball over on downs for the second time tonight. Clock stops at 35 seconds, and Summertown will get the ball. Got all 3 timeouts remaining. I don't know what head coach Dan Winfrey wants to do in this situation. Update from East Hickman. East Hickman leading Loretto 28-13 with, is that 7:51 or a minute 51 left there? 1:51 remaining in the third.
I think they're going to go into victory formation here and run this thing out. I like the call.
And that's what they will do, and they will take this one into the half.
Yeah.
An impressive performance here for Summertown in the first half. It's been all Eagles. Turnovers, big plays, converting turnovers into points as they lead this one 35-0. And everyone's kind of confused, you know. In college and the pro, you just take a knee. You're not going to call a timeout. Everyone just goes to the locker room.
Yeah, it's like Summertown staying there thinking, well, we can hit on the locker room, but then as soon as we get there, Waverly might call us on one of their timeouts.
Yeah. So after 24 minutes of play, it's all Summertown. They lead at 35-0 coming up at halftime. We'll hear from our favorite bald man at Tennessee Valley Weather and Fred Gossage. That is next here. After the band, that's next on the Exports Network.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your sports forecast.
Fred Gossett here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center on this Friday evening with your latest forecast update. Clouds clearing out of here as we head into the overnight, except for maybe some patchy areas of fog as we head through the early morning. So be aware of that if you have to travel out. Early morning lows down into the low to mid 60s across the area. Here's the Futurecast breakdown showing the clouds from the afternoon to evening clearing out, but still some patchy areas of fog that you won't see on the Futurecast product. Morning lows down into the 60s, warming into the 80s by the afternoon with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. And we're talking about mid to upper 80s for daytime highs, falling back through the 70s into the 60s as we head to our Saturday night and early Sunday morning for our morning lows. We'll still be on the warm side here for our Sunday as well. But as you look off to the northwest, cold front moving in that comes in Sunday night. We'll wake up in the mid to upper 50s for Monday morning. And then despite a return to sunshine after a few morning clouds, no rainfall expected, but after a few morning clouds on Monday, we're back to sunshine and daytime highs only in the mid to upper 70s. And we're going to stay into the 70s for daytime highs next week as we have high pressure here reinforcing a northerly wind. Cooler temperatures coming, and you would expect that as we get into October as we get these cold fronts starting to move in. We go from the mid to upper 80s over the weekend to the mid 70s next week for pretty much the entire week for daytime highs. And the bigger thing, notice the overnight lows here next week down into the mid to upper 40s. Fall air is certainly on the way. Your hour by hour breakdown for your Saturday looking nice out there, mid to upper 80s, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. More of the same for Sunday, but that cold front moves in overnight with a few clouds around, mid to upper 50s to begin Monday morning. Mid to upper 70s for daytime highs, and then staying in the 70s next week for daytime highs despite partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows next week down into the mid to upper 40s. There's your latest 7-day forecast. You can always get the latest weather information by downloading the free Tennessee Valley Weather app that's available in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Your imagination, a world of your own, Sweet Tooth, and Oompa Loompa. The band is under the direction of Dave Montfort. Assistant director is Josh Burleson. Special instructors are Jessica Brown and Keegan Hearn. Our instructor is Olivia Waits. Drum major Chris Claxton, is your band ready? You may take the field in halftime performance. round of applause for Southern Summertown Marching Band.
It's going on now, the Story and Lee Columbus Day Sale. Save huge throughout the largest showroom in the whole Tennessee Valley on all the quality brands you love. We have a huge amount of furniture in stock and ready to be delivered. Sofas and sectionals, recliners, bedrooms, dining rooms, even mattresses with 0% easy payment plans and free delivery too. It's just a short drive to big savings. It's the Story and Lee Columbus Day Sale, celebrating over 50 years of making homes beautiful.
At C&B Linen, fast.
The friendly finance team is ready to assist with zero down, bad credit, or even no credit at all. Not looking for a new vehicle? Heritage is still your go-to for guaranteed exceptional service, parts, or auto body repair. Visit heritagegm.com.
Heritage Automotive. Expect more, experience the difference.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped to serve your needs. Our doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Make an appointment with our providers, Kendra Brown or Tori Cox, today. Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, Tennessee, right next to Chapman Tire.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Patient care at its finest is found at Tennessee Valley Family Care. From primary to infant care, physicals, women's health, allergies, diabetes management, plus on-site labs and ultrasounds. Let practitioners Liz Phillips, Kathy Cohen, and Stephanie Tucker care for your health and your entire family's health. Let Tennessee Valley Family Care help you reach your health care goals.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
After 24 minutes of play, it's all Summertown as they lead Waverly here at halftime, 35-0. Taking a look at the first half stats, Summertown had 245 yards on 31 plays in the first half. Cade McCoy, 8 carries, 65 yards, 3 touchdowns. Logan Love, 4 carries, 57 yards. Quinn Smith, 6 carries, 37 yards, 2 scores. Jaden Stoll, 5 carries, 35 yards. Colton Pugh, 2 carries for 15 yards. Michaela Powell, 1 for 8. Max Dillard, 1 for 7. Throwing the ball, Jaden Stoll 2 for 4 for 21 yards. Receiving-wise, Jack Baker with a catch for 12 yards. Logan Love 1 for 9 yards. On the other side for Harpeth, on 23 plays, they have 76 yards. Their leader on the rushing side of things is Logan Harbinson, 9 carries for 61 yards. And big difference in this one, Adam, has been turnovers. Summertown has 1, Waverly has 3, and Summertown have turned all 3 turnovers into touchdowns.
Well, and, you know, the turnovers hurt because of field position. But honestly, look, Summertown's been stopped once tonight, and it was on a backside blitz that caused a fumble. Other than that, I mean, there's nothing that gauges that would tell you that when Summertown's rolling and playing effectively and running the football and, you know, mixing in the pass and everything, that Waverly they really haven't stopped this team tonight, other than the one, which was a great play on the blitz. Mm-hmm. But really, other than that, man, Summertown's really just had their way the whole night.
Hoffman ready to kick it away here for the Eagles. You got Harrison, Ralston, and it looks like Harris back deep to return here for the Tigers. It's a hard kick that goes over Waverly's head, and he's going to eventually have to field it. He does at the 2-yard line. He's going to dance around. Kind of careless with the ball a little bit there as he makes it to the 18-yard line. On the return there was Christian Herron.
I'm curious to see how soon Summertown kind of starts mixing in some of their younger kids. You want to give those younger kids time, but you also want to keep this momentum you've got going too. You've got some big games coming up, and they've looked really good tonight, but you also don't want to risk some injuries.
Yeah, just a lot we'll have to do on this opening drive here, Adam, to see what Waverly does here. As back at quarterback is Span, Harbison to his right. 2 tight ends to the left, 2 receivers to the right, and he struggles with the snap again. Span's going to have to call his own number and just throws it away.
I'm wondering.
Yeah, we got to. That was a football. I thought that was a penalty.
Well, I think with him being out of the tackle box, that's what helped him there. Yeah, he was outside the tackle box.
Yeah, you're right. We are in it's supposed to be the fourth quarter, but if both teams agree to it here in the second half, you can have a running clock, which is what both teams have agreed to.
What is the point total?
30.
30. I wasn't sure. Summertown's been in so many dogfights this year. They've probably had to check to make sure.
And they struggle with the snap again. Span's going to call his own number. He is stacked up in the backfield. Whole host of Eagles as they meet him at the 14-yard line. First guy to get there for Summertown, as I'm struggling with the roster, is Eli Schaefer, as they did give him forward progress to the 16-yard line. So he loses 2 on the play. 3rd down and 12 coming up here for Waverly. In the first half, the Tigers were 1 of 5 on 3rd down. Summertown on the other side was 5 of 5. Again, running clock, 9:50 remaining here in the 3rd. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends to the left. Harbison the Spans right out of the shotgun. And he'll get the carry, and he's going to break free and stays on his feet and not going to get much further than about the 21-yard lines where they're going to mark Harbison, and it'll be punt time coming up here for the Tigers. And the 5-yard gain there from Harbison.
I know you were probably going to mention here later, AJ, but I was just glancing over. I know you were watching halftime. Loretta and East Hickman are in a dogfight.
Yeah, East Hickman knocking on the door here. Up 28-26 as they're just starting the 4th quarter. Summers back to kick it. Bailey with his heels on the Tiger 40-yard line. And kick is, decent kick there. Bailey's just going to let it roll. It lands at the 47, rolls backwards, and they're going to stop it there at the at the Tiger 44-yard line, and that's where Summertown will take over 1st down and 10 here with a 35-0 lead and a rolling second half clock. So it looks like we got a lot of starters out most of the starters out on the field. I think they might just get a drive in here at them. 8:30 remaining in the 3rd as Summertown's had great field position all night. And they get it 1 there. So from the Tiger 44-yard line, still under center, McCrory behind him, receiver and a wing to each side. Love goes in motion, and it's an end around here to Pugh. Tries to stay on his feet and maybe picked up 2 on the play to the 42-yard line to bring up 2nd down and 8. Looked like he was going to get away there, and someone had the jaws of life on him right there to eventually bring him down after a 2-yard pickup.
I'm curious if Summertown is just going to approach this as you have the running clock.
Right.
Are they just going to run the ball? Hey, if you get a 1st down, you get it. If not, punt. Or, I mean, do you let Stoll throw the football in a 35-0 game? I don't know. See how they play it.
Now it's Pugh over the right side here and thrown out at about the 40-yard line. And brings up 3rd down and 6 here for Summertown.
I wasn't aware, AJ, till you mentioned it. I guess, I got here a little bit after you did. I wasn't aware that their bus broke down.
Yeah, bus broke down, which is why we started at 7:30 instead of 7.
Well, I thought maybe it might have been due to the homecoming,
right,
events. But
what score we got here? Well, I'm trying to fix my stats here. Oh, Mount Pleasant, Donaldson Christian up on them, 41-0.
Man.
As next carry. Looks like that was McCoy, got it to the 35-yard line, brings up 4th down and short.
Well, and to tell you, talking about Mount Pleasant, we were talking about the Hickman or the game with Summertown last week and that weather, having to play in it.
Yeah.
Mount Pleasant and
Lewis
County in a barn burner, I believe, 8-6.
8-6, and all of that was scored in the first half.
Yeah, and the week before, the high-powered offense Mount Pleasant has, and I think they scored 40-something against Loretta.
Yeah.
So that tells you what the conditions will do to an offense.
It's a great equalizer, as they say weather is. Handoff here to McCoy. He will get enough for the 1st down, and they will mark him at the 32-yard line, and that will 3-yard pick up another 1st down, and not necessarily too much of a surprise. Actually, marked it at the 33 on the Mount Pleasant side. Donaldson Christian has I believe a 4-star tight end and a 5-star quarterback. So I mean, Mount Pleasant's a really good football team, but you look at what Donaldson Christian has.
Well, you know, Page has had a 3 or 4 star quarterback that's moved in there, and they are rolling.
Yes.
And they already had a fairly talented team anyway. And you had look, when you add a quarterback into the mix that can do a lot of things, man, it transforms a team a lot of times.
There's Braden Cooper on the carry there as he makes it to the 29-yard line. 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6. Starting to see some different guys. Yeah, as Dillard will come in for Stoll here. Is about to hit the 5-minute mark on a rolling 3rd quarter clock.
I might get home on my bedtime with this rolling clock.
I might actually make a decent time out the Disney World. Dillard under center. Hand off again. Actually, no, did Dillard call his own number there?
Yeah, it looks that way.
Or did he rip it out? They did. It's a fumble, and they have the ball at the 31-yard line.
Yep.
Now, I knew they kind of looked a little weird there.
I'm curious to see a replay. Yeah, Will's got the replay up here. Let's see what happened.
I think they just ripped it out of
Dillard. No, it was a mishandled mishandled handoff. I don't know. It really doesn't look like if the back even got full possession of the ball.
Okay, yeah.
From the way it looked.
It didn't look right.
No. You can see here. Yeah, the back really never even had it, and he comes out of it. So nice job there on the turnover.
Second turnover by the Eagles. 4:10 remaining in the 3rd. Span still at quarterback. That's a high snap. And he will fall on it. Looks like at the 15-yard line. So that's a 16-yard loss on the play. And you hate it for Span because that goes against his rushing total.
Yeah. I know the coaches for Waverly. You can look at their body language as the second half. I know they're frustrated.
It hasn't been their trip here to Northern Lawrence County.
Well, and you know they're a young team now, and they're struggling, but they've had a lot of things that haven't gone their way. And we were mentioning, Will showed us at the half. That was the 35-0 was the final score of their game
last year,
beating Summertown.
Yeah.
And you've got that score basically here at the half. So I know they've got to be frustrated.
Harrison goes in motion. Span now hands it up here to Harbison. And it's brought down by a load of Eagles. I think they'll give him to the 21-yard line on a 6-yard pickup.
One bright spot, like you said, is Harbison.
Yeah, he is running hard.
I tell you who he kind of reminds me of slightly. He's kind of got that all-stock kind of feel
I was
to him.
just thinking the same thing.
But I also feel Summertown's, Smith. I feel the same kind of way with him.
Yeah, Mike Allstott was not a shifty guy. It was get the ball. Well, he's a throwback. I wish more teams would put a big fullback in the backfield in the NFL and the pros and let him go downhill. Two receivers to the right, two tight ends to the left. Span and hits Ralston. And Ralston is met by Max Dillard. Not going to go much further as they'll mark him at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, but he was such an overrated guy at the time, and of course he didn't play in a huge market.
Underrated guy?
Well, underrated. Yeah. He was, and of course he didn't play in a big market down in Tampa.
Right.
So he kind of flew. But man,
some of those highlights. I've met him before, and he is a big dude in person.
Yeah, I've had to show my son highlights of him. He didn't even know who he was. It's a shame.
Yeah.
But
Summers back to punt it away. A high spiral that will land at the Tiger 45, and they'll eventually field it, I believe, here at the 46-yard line. And they will mark it here at the 46, and that is where Eagles would take over first down and 10. Score update is East Hickman now with a 36-26 lead over Summertown with 10:35 remaining. Excuse me, Loretta, thank you.
We had to correct you on that one.
That's why, see, you guys got to be Dusty for me every now and again when I say something stupid.
Hey.
Dusty's allowed to smack me because I know he's got the big giant hands and it will actually do damage and get my attention.
Exports would have to hire somebody just to correct me as much as I say wrong, AJ, so it's nothing to worry about.
Dillard under center. Hands it off to Cooper again, and he will make it to the 42-yard line on a 4-yard pickup.
Loretta down 10, but I did notice there's 10 minutes left on the clock.
They've
still got some time to do some things to get back in it.
Looks like they just got into the East Hickman red zone there. East Hickman runs that single wing to perfection.
Yeah.
40 seconds left here in the third. Again, it's a rolling third quarter clock because of the 30-point plus lead. I saw it a couple times last night with Tullahoma and Lawrence County, and no penalties called. Dillard's going to call his own number. He gets across the 35, tripped up at the 33-yard line, and Dillard's going to pick up enough for a first down, and that will be probably the final play of the third quarter. And a 9-yard pickup there by Dillard. 18 first downs for Summertown on the night. That will be the final play of the third. So Summertown's here with a rolling second half clock. Leads it still 35-0. We will start the fourth quarter when we return on the X Sports Network.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenakee Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint? Even a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tenakee has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tenakee Properties. Visit Tenakee.com or phone 931-244-4602. Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today.
35-0 is a Summertown lead as we start the fourth quarter. Again, we got a rolling fourth quarter clock here. Dillard still at quarterback here for the Eagles. And he fumbled the ball again. And Waverly's going to recover it at the 33-yard line. So that is the third turnover, all by fumbles for Summertown in the game. And Waverly will take over first down and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Update from East Hickman. Loretto trailing East Hickman, I think 36-33. Did he get the extra point or is it blocked?
They did.
They did? Okay, so 36-34 with 8:52 remaining there in the game. Oh, it's 36-33. Okay, 36-33. There's that West Virginia math coming into play again. I did go to a blue ribbon school, quote unquote, but I was not the reason they were a blue ribbon school. Just ask every single one of my teachers. Always said, your sister was smart. Your sister was easy to deal with. You're a different story. Pop pass here to Crichton. Gets across the 40 and gets very close to the line of gain.
It's going to be, looks like about a half yard
short at the 42. Decent pickup there by Crichton.
If you're Summertown, you're going to win the football game, but man, I know these kids, you just have to have the pride of just wanting to have a shutout.
Right.
It's just a motivating factor here. If
you look at the size of some of the defensive linemen on their JV.
Yes.
Next to the varsity here. Span, low snap, hands up to Harbison over the left side, and he will drag defenders into Eagle territory and down to the 46-yard line. Another good run by Harbison.
It's not very often either where you see your linebacking crew actually weighs 30 pounds more than your defensive lineman.
Right.
I was noticing that just then. I'm like, man, those linebackers. And then you look at the D-line.
It's a big deal for these JV guys
doubt.
when they get the play on the play varsity.
Well, and now, but also too, they've still got Harbison in.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're dealing with a load now with that young man. He's run well tonight already against Summertown's starting team.
Span here still out of the inverted pistol. Hand off the Harbison up the middle. Still dragging defenders. We got a penalty flag, and that is holding. They threw that pretty quickly, and I think that's going to go 10 yards in the other direction.
Yeah.
So that will bring up first down and 20 here against the Tigers. It's just the second penalty against. We haven't hardly had any penalties tonight.
No.
At all.
Summertown did have a holding penalty on them, in that first drive that backed them up to 1st and 20, but I think they followed it up with about a 12-yard run. Ended up scoring on that possession too, so penalties really haven't had much of a factor tonight at all.
3 penalties combined for both teams for 25 yards tonight. Span, now a handoff here up Harbison. And Cooper wraps him up at the 48-yard line and stops him. 4-yard pickup. That will bring up 2nd down and 16. Clock now at 8:40 here remaining in the game.
I'm going to tell you now that the Cooper, man, he is one tough kid. The sad part is I remember coaching him when he was 5 years old. If I'd like to tell you how, hey, I played Cooper. He always started him because I was scared of him at 5 years old. He was that tough of a young kid. I was like, look, kid, you're going to start.
Yeah.
I don't care.
He just said the word. He just had to give you the look.
He looked
right?
at me the wrong way. I said, hey, get out there quick. You know, no, that kid's tough, man. He's a good young football player.
Span, quick throw out here, in and out of the hands of Ralston. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 16.
I think the fans here at Summertown are kind of in shock.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had so many great football games here back and forth this whole season long. I think in a 35-0 game, they're kind of curious on how to act, to be honest.
Hey,
but it's a good feeling, though.
Yeah, first half it was rocking in here. You know, we had homecoming before the game. Clock now at 7:40. 3rd down and 16 here for the Tigers. 2 receivers and a tight end to the right, single receiver to the left. Span drops back. Now it's a screen here to Harbison. He's in the Eagle territory, still breaking tackles and down to the 43-yard line, but it won't be enough for a Tiger 1st down.
I'm going to put them about 4th and 7 maybe. I love the play design, that middle screen. That's a really effective play.
I love when you get the offensive lineman downfield and you can dump the ball over the defensive line to your running back.
Well, and you don't see it much anymore.
No one.
Not like you used to.
No, Sean Payton throws the most screens, especially when he had Drew Brees. They perfected how to run the screen game.
Well, and during those few years when you have a back like Bush in the backfield, man.
And that snaps over Span's head, and he's going to hold on the football, throws it, and that one is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Crichton.
The most exciting play of the night. I'll say that. You had a lot of twists and turns in that one.
Another turnover on downs as the Tigers are now 0 for 3 on 3rd down on off-the-field situations. 3rd down and 4th down combined. They're 1 of 11 tonight. So Eagles will take over with 6:20 remaining in the game. Clock still rolling here with the ball on their own 43-yard line. So they might do enough here just to run this one out.
Well, and you got to clean some things up if you're Summertown. You know, you got a really good quarterback that I believe is a senior this year is fixing to be gone. This could be your offense or a large part of it. You fumbled 2 straight possessions here on careless turnovers, on handoffs. Those are things that got to get fixed.
And we had a false start here against Summertown. The right side of the line was not set, so that's only the 2nd penalty here against the Eagles. And we'll take them back to the 38. Just a combined 4 penalties. I can't remember the last time, well, except for the Super Bowl, because for some reason NFL officials don't want to throw the flag at all in Super Bowls.
Well, we had 4 penalties on the first drive against Mount Pleasant. I don't think we were 7 minutes into the game. We had 4 penalties called on both teams. I mean, that was something else.
It's been a clean game tonight.
Well,
give both sides credit on that.
And I think the officials these are the kind of game officials like. I don't think you like throwing flags as an official. I never did. But
ooh, what a tackle by Span.
Yeah, that's how it's done, man. He squared him up.
34-yard line. The unfortunate guy there was, Jake Pettis.
No, it was 16.
It was 16. Oh, okay. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. That was, Jack Baker, who got met there at the 33-yard line. Oh my gosh.
Listen,
poor Jakey Poo.
Listen, that's worthy of a suspension right there from X-Sports, Will, that comment. You be nice to your son.
If you're going to be hard on someone, be hard on your son.
I was going to say, if that would have been a Pettis, man, he'd have done a triple spin, and he would have been gone 80 yards.
2nd down and 19 coming up here for the Eagles. And handoff to Cooper. And he might have lost a yard on the play.
Yeah.
Take him to the 32.
Well, you're in a tough spot if you're Summertown because you want to run the ball, you want to do things, you don't want to run up a score. But I think also too Waverly knows that, and they're pinning their ears back on the run. And look, when you've got 10 guys in the box attacking, it's hard to do a lot.
So a 3rd down and 20. This might break the Eagles are 5 of 6 on 3rd down, 5 of 5 in the first half, and this might break it here. 2 receivers here to the left. So wing to each side. Dillard going to call his own number and gets brought down at the 39-yard line. 7-yard pickup, but it won't be enough here for the first down.
Looks like they're going to punt this thing away.
The starters, normally your punt unit probably wasn't ready yet, as it will be Hoffman to punt it away. And it's Harrison back deep to return. We got 5 here on the play clock, and they're going to have to hustle to get it off.
I don't think they're going to.
Oh, they did. Yeah, right with the second left. And Hoffman, high kick. Harrison Fair catches it at the 30.
The appropriate way.
Yeah.
Before the ball arrives.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Just when you think, Adam, you've seen it all, something like that happens. But, hey, the kid had the right idea, except his body, his brain, or something like his body made it happen before his brain did, or his brain made it happen before his body did.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's going to happen, man, with these young kids. They're going to do some things sometimes. That's part of them growing, learning.
He's Tickman with the ball on the Mustang 35-yard line with 3:37 remaining in that game.
We're 2 minutes ahead of them, and they started 30 minutes later.
Yeah, running clock has a lot to do with that. Now they're going to bring back Forrest at quarterback, who started the game for Waverly. He's got a new running back as well. Minute 50 left here. Handoff here over the left side. And he gets brought down at the 32-yard line.
Waverly may be content with just running this thing out and being done with it. But also, too, they may be looking to try to get some points on the board. You've got Summertown's younger kids in. And I'm going to tell you, AJ, you look down here at the bottom and you look at the size difference between this receiver and this cornerback, and you look at Summertown with only one safety. I mean, you wonder if you don't take a shot.
2nd down and 8 coming up here for the Tigers. It looked like that was, can't really tell. Well, he fumbled the snap, and Forrest goes the other way and brought down about the 26-yard line.
They're going to give him forward progress.
To the 27,
28.
Yeah. 5-yard loss brings up 3rd down. About 12 here, 50 seconds left, and this might be the final play of the game. I believe it was Tuffy Hanna on the previous carry as another Eagle rushing off. 2 receivers to the right with the tight end, single receiver to the left. Force drops back, rolls out to his right. He's going to go deep for Harrison. And it is caught by Harrison at the 35-yard line.
Yep, that's what I thought. I was sitting there and looking. He has about a foot on that cornerback, at least 12 inches on him. And with his athletic ability, man, I think I'd give him a shot. I'm wondering what they're going to do here. Are they going to call a timeout and try to do something? 8 seconds.
They're going to I think they're just going to try to heave one in the end zone.
Yeah, that might be it.
And
nope, they didn't get it off.
They didn't get it off in time. And that one will do it. So Summertown is going to improve to 5-2 overall, 3-2 within the region. And Waverly will drop to 0-6 and 0-4 in the region. Adam, what are your final thoughts here on the game tonight?
Summertown did what you would expect them to do. Waverly's down a little bit, as we know. They've had a rough season. But Summertown, they come out pretty much penalty-free football, running the football well early on. I mean, just rip chunks of yardage at a time. You know, I think at halftime, averaging 8 yards per play.
Right.
I mean, you can't ask special teams, great job, pinning them deep a couple times. Interceptions by your secondary, dropping back into coverage. Complete game. I mean, and that's what you want to do. I mean, it's a good building block for the rest of this season. Gives them some confidence, and we'll just see what the rest of the year holds for them. But a big win, especially on homecoming night.
Bye week coming up next for Summertown, so all 3 Lawrence County teams will have the week off coming up next week. Everyone enjoy it and enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. I'm off to Disney World, so y'all have some fun. Adam's off to the mountains, and Will's just off somewhere. He's going to the Gulf Shore, so we're all going on vacation. So for Adam Lindsay, our producer extraordinaire and our favorite bald man at the X Sports Network, Will Pettis, I'm AJ Good. You guys have a great weekend and a great evening.
Going the